This is my truth. I'm doing something new, starting now. Probably once a week, just talk. Whatever flows out, flows out. This world we live in creates its own monsters. Some people, lots of people, really don't want to accept that truth. There's many of you out there probably is gonna doubt what I'm saying, not believe what I'm saying. You know what? That's okay. Some of those will agree. Here's the hard truth. You create your own villains, whether you want to realize it or not, or you create your own monsters. How, you say? Well, every last one of you have did something to someone, hurt someone in some way, for your own selfish, greedy desires. Be that as it may, that's human nature. But we still have a choice. You choose to do the right thing, or you choose to do the wrong thing. Choice is yours. But the biggest thing is that you should always choose wisely. Because when you choose wrong, that wrong choice will come back to bite you in the ass. Now, initially, a lot of people don't think about the consequences of their actions. They only think about what's in the now, in the present, in the day. That's fine. But see, life has an interesting way of serving its own justice. No matter which way you look at it. You know, the funny thing is Thanos was right in some cases, you know. Dread it, run from it. Eventually, destiny arrives all the same. And in some cases, you just can't escape your destiny. Not in some cases, in most cases. A lot of cases, actually. You can't escape destiny. Now, how do you create your own monsters? Like I said, well, here's an example. Wrong was done to me over and over and over again, but because I'm a kind soul, I chose to forgive and forgive and forgive. Well, eventually, the monster takes over. Tired of forgiving and forgiving and forgiving. It's my turn now. See, the thing is, the people that betrayed me, they may think it's, you know, this, that, and the other. Oh, this person ain't gonna do nothing to that person, yeah, you know. See, this is the thing. I don't have to do anything at all. I don't have to touch physically. I don't have to do anything. The universe is gonna take care of you for me. It probably already is. Because you see, God don't like ugly. And everything that has been done to me shall be done to you 10 times over. Oh, mark my words. Oh, yes. Because in this life, when you create your own villains, your own monsters, just like in fiction, those monsters come back to get you or haunt you. And in a lot of cases, especially in real life cases, that monster lives rent free in your head. Because you see, true villainy in the real world is karma. hmm I know that sounds like, what? Well, here's the thing. When you do somebody wrong, and then another person wrong, and another person wrong, eventually that cosmic justice will show up at your door. And it's gonna show up at your door when you least suspect it. It always does. It happened to me. I'm a living testimony. Shoot. I give you another example of just how God works, or the universe, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to discredit nobody's beliefs or anything like that. I believe in the Lord, the Most High, our Heavenly Father, Yahshua. I use his Hebrew name. But I asked to quit smoking cigarettes. I wanted to quit smoking cigarettes so badly because I knew that it wasn't healthy for me. It wasn't good for me. So I really meant it with all my heart. I asked our Father to help me quit smoking. He did. I don't know how he did. Almost a year now. I ain't touched a cigarette. I don't know how he did. It's funny. Last year, I was working in a plant, and I was gonna go to SmackDown after WrestleMania. Had the money, ready to go, or wanting to go. That Monday, I ended up getting the flu. Now, I didn't know I had the flu at the time. I just woke up and I was feeling sick. You know what I'm saying? Sick to my stomach, throwing up, blah, blah, blah. So, what I did, stayed home, couldn't go. But by the time I went to work back next Monday, because I was out of work for a week. By the time I went back to work that Monday, I did not have a craving for them or a want. And the funny thing is, I had a routine before I went to work. Was that night before I went to work, because I worked third shift for the plant at the time. I would go to the gas station, I would get me some gas, and I'd get me energy drink, and then I'd get me a Lucy or two. I usually give me like two. They'll give me one to smoke on the way in, and I had me one to smoke on my lunch break. Because I was trying to cut down. I didn't want to buy a pack anymore. So I got my Lucy, did my normal routine. I got in the car, lit the cigarette, was pulling out of the gas station, hit the cigarette, puffed it one time, and was like, ugh. Immediately got disgusted. Didn't even want it no more. I kind of flicked, I drove down the street a little bit and threw that mug out the window. I ain't touched it since. And the whole ride to work, I was like, dang, I don't even want cigarettes no more. Whoa, I think I quit. Yeah, I quit. I'm done. I'm cool on them. I'm straight. I don't need them no more. I'm good. I just smoke my herb. I'm cool with that. Herb was better anyway. In the moment, I didn't realize God had did what I asked him to do. He cured my craving for cigarettes. I had no desire for them. No want, no craving, no nothing. Out says that. Nah, I can't even stand the smell of them. Not convinced. Well, how about this? I was betrayed by someone I cared about. A couple people, few people I cared about. Betrayed me in the worst way possible. I got over it. I'm not gonna forget it, but I got over it. I don't hate them. I don't wish no ill will on them. Anything. I don't wish bad luck on them. I wish them nothing but the best in life. I hope life doesn't totally destroy you. Because cosmic justice is a motherfucker. As they say, karma's a bitch. And cosmic justice is, whoo, God's wrath. Oh, man. I ain't nothing compared to what he can do to you. I ain't got it. That's what I'm saying. I don't have to do anything. At all. I don't. I just sit back and live my life, do what I'm supposed to do on a daily like I've been doing. Doing everything I gotta do. I ain't gonna go into detail of what I do. I go to work, other than I go to work and I handle my business. That's all anybody needs to know. But see, also, you know, there have been people I've called brother or brothers in my life before that. You know, they did me wrong, but that's okay. Just know that I know. That's all you need to know. Just know that I know. It's a lot of things that I know. I just don't say anything. Because a lot of times there's no point. It's no worry. At least now there isn't. Like now, I don't have a worry in the world. The only thing I do worry about is my son. I do worry about him. But I know he's in good hands. So I don't worry. But what I do worry about is that us as people, if we don't learn how to treat each other with respect and love, we're going to continue creating the monsters you hate and you talk about. And being a monster is more than just blind rage, angers, hate. It's not about, a true monster is not about all that. Being a true monster is about doing what you gotta do, not caring about the next person's opinion, not caring about their thought, just straight focus, drive, sheer willpower. That's what I had to do. That's what I had to learn. But see, the funny thing is, I knew what I was as a kid. As a little boy, I knew I was different. I knew I was set apart. I just didn't understand it, because when I tried to understand it, make sense of it, as a little boy, when I tried to go to people and try to say, hey, this, that, and the other, Nobody could give me a solid answer, so they all just kind of wrote me off a little bit. And other people I would go to would just tell me I was weird. But as I got older, I come to realize I was never weird. I was always set apart. I was always different. Just like everybody else, but just I had a little extra. I've always had a little extra help. Near-death experiences, times being saved by the skin of my teeth in certain situations, all that. I've always been the king of monsters. Oh wow, how can I be the king? How, there's so many people out in the world, blah, blah, blah. Because I was always in control of my emotions. It wasn't until I became a young adult when I allowed people to talk me out of my throne, my role, because I made them feel a kind of way, some kind of way. I would dim my lights to make others feel good. Because I was trying to please everybody. I cared about what people thought. I wanted everybody to be my friend. I wanted to be loved by everybody. Not realizing that the only love I need is the love of God and myself. I just need to love myself, as do we all. Back to creating monsters. You see, I've always been the king of monsters because I've always had self-control of not to do this, and not control of my impulses. There you go. That's the word I was actually looking for right there. I've always been able to control my impulses. Anytime I've always wanted to knock somebody out because they made me mad, I didn't do it. Anytime I've always wanted to hit somebody over the head with a baseball bat or anything, any violent nature of anybody just ever made me mad, I didn't do it. Versus, it's people in prison to this day that sit in their cell and go, dang, I wish I wouldn't have did that. I could be out in the world right now chilling. I've always had control. The one thing also, what I allowed people to I allowed them for me to lose control. I allowed it without knowing. See, allowing things to happen without knowing is lack of self-awareness. See, I had lack of self-awareness because I was blinded by earthly things. And then once that stopped completely, oh, a lot of things opened up for me. I see the world differently. I smell things differently. I hear things differently. Taste things differently. I thought I was the king of monsters before, but now, nah. See, now that I've retaken what is mine, retaken my throne, it's over. This is just the beginning. And this is not anger. This is not nothing negative. This is just all positive. This is my truth. This is just part one. Let me know down in the comments how you feel. You know, what's your truth? You know, how do you overcome stuff? How I did it? Through mental focus, sheer willpower. That's my gift. You know, it's funny. Mutants do exist, in a way. A lot of us are born, a lot of y'all are born and got something special about you, but you just can't understand what it is. You just can't get your finger on it, right? Same as me. That used to be me too. You're not alone. You may feel things sometimes. You may think you saw something out the corner of your eye and all that. You ain't crazy. You special. You set apart. You just gotta figure out you. You gotta learn yourself. A lot of big problems in this world, we don't learn ourselves. We try to look for other people to fill that void. And you can't do that. Only you can fill that void. I had to learn it too. It takes time. It's not easy. I haven't mastered everything yet, but I did master patience. And now I'm learning to master time itself. And I know you're like, what? That's a big concept. Well, you know, we'll get on that at another time. Deep dive. Because mastering time and learning how to utilize every time, every time. Learning how to utilize every second of every day wisely, time just flies like that. And next thing you know, it's a day that I was waiting on just pops up. You don't even notice it anymore. Regret? None. But I tell you what though, I have no pity, no mercy. Mercy is for the weak. And I'm not weak. Not anymore. And I have y'all to thank for that. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all created this monster that you now have to deal with. And guess what? I don't have to touch you. Y'all have a good day. Till next time.